up guys, Phoenix here, and today we're going to be doing the final part of our Saitama pixel art tutorial. So it's been a long a long ride, and we've gotten a lot done actually. So we're going to be finishing up the eye first, then we're going to do some of the details in the head, then we're going to do the neck, then we're going to do shading, and we will be done. So let's get this show on the road. We have a lot to work on, and I want to make this the final part. So what we're going to do is go up to where we started in the eye last time, where we have the two vertical right here on the eyebrow at the end. And we're going to go to the top block and put 4 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a black wool. Just like that. That's how we're going to start. From that black wool, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. And that's it for the up and to the left. We're going to go down and to the right from here now to start the rest of the eyebrow. So from there, we're going to go down and to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And on the 3 vertical, each line, we'll go through what we have to do. The first block, we're going to do nothing. The second block, we're going to put 1 to the right. And the third block, we're going to put 1 to the right as well. Now from the bottom of this weird shape, we're going to go down to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 2, 3. And always put your placement block to support you. That way it's a lot easier to make the shapes. And we're going to go up and to the right now to finish the eyebrow. And about halfway through it, we're going to start the eye, like we're going to branch off and start the eyeball, but we're not going to finish it. We're just going to put the marker there. So first, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in a row. Jesus, that's a lot. So 2 flat just like this, at the diagonal, not touching directly, 9 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just go back and recount it if you need to. Just 9 of those in a row. It's very simple to do. About the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one. So we're going to go to the 5th 2. Jesus, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go to the 5th one. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 8 to the right of it. So it becomes 10 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll put a marker at the end. That's where we'll start the rest of the eyeball once we need to. I will come back to that after we're done with the eyebrow. So let's go back to the top now. We're going to up and to the right here. 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right. 2 flat. 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right. 3 flat. Up and to the right 1 single, and then up and to the right 2 flat again. So that's that. We can get rid of this placement block. We're going to go back down to the middle part right here and finish the eyeball, and then we'll move on to other parts. So first, we have this 10 strip right here. What we're going to do is go to the 2 flat below it and extend that over 2 more to the right. Then we're going to put 2 spaces and follow that up with 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 5, 6. Then on that 6 we have right there, we're going to skip the first block and the last block. So let me get rid of these extra placement blocks that don't need to be here. First block and the last block gets skipped, and the other 4 center ones get 1 below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can delete the placement blocks now. So that's the eyeball. Now we're going to work with this placement block we have on the end. That should have been done already. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat. And from that 2 flat, we're just going to extend it to the left until it meets up with the 2 flat over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or was that 6? Doesn't really matter. We just connected them, okay? Now go to the end right here. We should have 2 dangling off. We're going to up and to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to skip the first 3 in that 7, so these 3 get skipped. The last 4 are going to get 1 above each of them. 1, 1, 1, 1. Easy peasy. Now we're going to go to the end of the 7 and found the last 2. So these last 2 right here. Whoops. Mark them. And we're going to go down to the left, 2 vertical. Like that. Then on the bottom block in that 2 vertical, we're just going to put 1 to the left so it becomes a backwards L shape. From there, we're going to go down and to the left. 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Down to left, 2 flat. Down to left, 2 vertical. And from the bottom block in the 2 vertical, we're going to add 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. So it creates this shape. And we're just going to finish up the eye now by going down to the left, 10 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then up and to the left, 1 single for a little indent. So as you can see, both eyes look really well done now. We're going to add in the last bit of shading right here in the top right corner of this eye by going to the 1 single we have, the first 1 single right there. We're going to put 1 on top of it. And then we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single, like that, and just fill in that color. So we're done with the eyes now. They look really done, and it didn't take too much time to do that. As you can see, there's a line above the right side of his head. I mean, the left side of his head. We need one on the right side, however. So we're going to jump in and do that now. And then we're also going to put the extra dots in his skull for where we have the little shininess. We already have some of the dots there, but we need more. Those are the dots. We need more. So we're going to finish that up. So let's fly up there now. And let's go to this center dot right here. That's a nice place to start. And we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 placement blocks to the left, followed by a black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, black wool. So this is what it should look like. That looks kind of wrong, so I'm going to delete the dirt blocks before anybody says something stupid in the comments. We're then going to go down and to the right. I mean, not down to the right. Down 1 single, so it becomes 2 vertical, just like that. And now we're going to go down and to the right. So let's put a placement block to the right. 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're then going to go down and to the right. 4 vertical. 3 vertical, then 1 single. So let's do that. 4 vertical first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 vertical next. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 single. So that's the second line in his head. Now we need to finish those final dots that take up a bunch of his skull. They're kind of annoying to do, so I don't really want to do them. But I guess we can do them. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of hover up. And I think I can do it the easier way. It's going to be a lot of just mismatch placing. So please bear with me, guys. I'm just trying my best right here. This is some shading I put in myself. And I just had to, because I know some people want the shading stuff. They love it. So we're going to go to the 6 vertical right here. That's like right above that little spot. You see the 6 vertical? Go to the top block. And to the left of it, we're going to put 4 placement blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a white wool. And that's going to start us off. So I figure the best way to do this is just go row by row using dirt and white wool. So let me move the white wool over. And that's the way we'll do it. So from this white wool, we're going to put a dirt block to the left. Then a white wool. And we'll just go row by row like this. Above this white wool on the left, we'll put 1 on top. Then a dirt block on top of that. To the left and right side of this dirt block, we're going to put a white wool now. And let's delete the dirt block now. So now we have this Y shape. We're going to go to the left arm on the Y. And above it, we're going to put 2 going to the right. 1, 2, just like that. Then a space. Then another white wool. If you're already getting annoyed by this, don't worry. It's very time consuming. You can also just do like a polka dot pattern. It doesn't really matter. It's just shading or just like a shine in his head. So you can stop this at any time. And actually, I think I'll do this at the end. That way, people who want to do the neck and stuff, because the neck shading is a lot more important, will catch up. But then again, this part does count too, so I guess I'll just go to the neck first. So let's move to the neck, guys. We'll come back to this part later. It is very time consuming and kind of annoying. So we're going to start the neck by going down and to the left to where we have the arch. And I'm just falling. There we go. So where we have this arch in his shirt, you see we have this middle part of his whole body. Where we have the longest part right here, we're going to go to the left side of it. And where we have the 3 flats right here, we're going to go to the final one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the final 3 flat right here. Let's mark it so you can see on the right hand camera screen. That's what we're going to be working with. We're going to go to the last block on the right side. And we're going to go up from there. Hold on a second. 2 pieces of placement block and then a black wool. Like so. From that placement block, we're going to add 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're then going to go down to the right 10 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to the right 2 vertical. And that's it for the first slant. We're going to go back up to the 10 flat we have right here. And starting on the right side, we're going to count 3 over to the left. 1, 2, 3. From that third block, we're going to put 2 on top. We're then going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 3 vertical, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, whoops, 3. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. From the top block in that 3 vertical, we're going to put 2 to the right. And those 2 are actually, we're going to put that in, let's use a wooden color for that. So we're going to use spruce planks for now, for those 2 to the right, because that's actually neck shading. That's not part of his outline. So we're going to put the neck shading in. I have to figure out what wood I used, but for now we're just going to use spruce planks until I figure it out. It might even be spruce planks, for all I know. So that's how you're going to distinguish from the outline from the spruce planks. Anyways, on the 3 vertical right here in the black wool, we're going to keep going up from there. 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block. 1, 2. And then finish off this line. We're going to up and to the left, 3 vertical, 3 times in a row. So placement block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Let's just delete all these extra dirt blocks that we can see because we're going to do shading. So shading, you don't want to put stuff in your way. So at the end of this, we're going to switch over to our spruce wood. And here's some more of the neck shading coming in. We're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical. Up and to the left, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're almost at the wall right here. Up and to the left, 2 vertical. Up and to the left, 1 single. And then up and to the left, 2 flat. So let me just zoom out so you can see the shading on the neck. It's supposed to look like that. So everything below it's going to be a lighter color, and everything inside right here is going to be a darker color. But we need to bridge over into the other part of the neck. So the way we'll do that is through the shading part. So go down to where we have the spruce plank flat right here. And we're going to go down and to the right from there. 2 flat. Down to the right, 2 flat again. So there's 3 so far. See 3 of them in a row. Then here's the center point. We're going to go down to the right, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from the third block in our 7 flat, starting on the left side. So the third block right there. We're going to go up from it 5 pieces of placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 pieces of black wool. That's where we're going to do a little bit more of the line work, so as you can see. So from those 2 blacks, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 more times. So 1, 2. So it's 3 of them in a row now. Let's delete these dirt blocks. And this is only a small part. We're just going to go up and to the left, 1 single. Then up and to the left, 2, 3, 2. So 2 vertical, 3 vertical, then 2 vertical again, and then we're done. So let me just zoom out and show those numbers again for you. So we have 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. All touching at diagonals, not touching directly. And we can drop back down now to the 7 flat and spruce planks we have right here and change back to spruce. We're going to start going up and to the right now, and we're going to reach the second part of the neck slant. So we're going to up and to the right, 2 flat, up and to the right, 2 single, up and to the right, 3 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then to the right of that last set of 3, we're going to put 1 black wool. And from that black wool, we're going to put 1 on the top and 2 below it. From there, we're going to go down to the left, 2 vertical. Down to the left, 3 vertical. Placement block, 1, 2, 3. Down to the left, 4 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now now we have reached the flat part we have like over there, except over on this side. So we're gonna put 1 extra black wool underneath this 4, like this. On the right side, we're gonna put 4 going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the left side, we're gonna put 4 going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the left side now, we're going to get our vertical like we have there by going down to the left, 3 vertical. And on the right side, we're going to do what we have there by going up and to the right, 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now going to where we have the 4 vertical right there, we're going to go up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to switch over to our spruce planks again. And then continue bringing this side up into the top of the neck like we did on the left side. So connecting from the black wool we have right here, we're going to keep going up and to the right, 3 vertical. Up and to the right, 2 vertical. Then we're going to up and to the right, 3 vertical, 5 times in a row. So make sure you count that carefully. So 3 vertical just like this, touching at the diagonal. 5 times in a row. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're really close to the top of the neck now. From there, we're going to go up and to the right. And we might need more, actually. We're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical, 2 more times now. 1, 2. So now it's 7 times instead of just 5. So let's count that again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of 3 vertical. And then to finish it off, we're going to up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the shading in the neck completely done. We do have some parts of the left side of the scarf and the right side, actually not the scarf, the cape, that we need to color in light gray wool. A lot of this could have been done without that, but some of you guys want the shading, so we're going to do the shading. So this is what we'll do. On the right side of the cape, we're going to drop down to the inside right here with our spruce planks. So right here where I'm facing. And actually we can use this part of the neck right here, this long part of the neck, so we'll use that. We're going to go to the final block on that long side of the neck right here. So go to where we have this like the big 40 or whatever blocks. And the final block, we're going to go to the left side of it and put 13 spruce planks going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're then going to go down into the right, 1 single. Down to the right, 3 vertical. Down to the right, 2 single. Then down to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. As you can see, met at the diagonal. We can color that in now too. So the neck is almost completely done. I think it is completely done actually. And let's get some light gray wool for this so that we can continue with the shading on the other side. We've covered a lot already. How much time are we at? I wonder if we're even close to being done. So for the shading on the left side of the scarf, what we're going to do is, let me pick a point to start at. We're going to start right above the button on the left side. So let's go over there. So this is the button. The circle parts are the buttons on his cape. So we're going to go above that, right here, where we have this 7 flat. And all we're going to do is skip the first block. And on the second block, we're going to put 11 light gray wool going underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's where we're going to start the first shading. From that 11, we're going to skip the bottom 2. And the 3 after that are going to get 1 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 2 single. And then up and to the right, 2 vertical again. From the button where we have the 8 flat at the top right here, we're going to go to the second to last block. So this one right here. And we're going to put 2 vertical on it. 1, 2. We're then going to go up and to the right, 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 10th block, we're going to put 2 extra to the right. And then go up and to the right, 2 vertical to connect to the single we have waiting right there. So if you want, you can color in this corner right here and also there. I'm going to show you. Just color them in. It only takes a couple of seconds. I suggest you have the swiftness potion in your inventory. Takes the things and makes them a lot quicker. The only reason I'm filling this in is because I feel like if I don't, people might fill in the wrong side. But yeah. I don't know if I'm going to finish everything in this part actually, because I thought I was. I actually might just record it on 2 separate days and release like a bigger video, but just record 2 separate days so that it feels like I'm only doing 1 recording. Because sitting here doing 1 recording takes a while for me. And actually, we're going to swap this yellow stain clay with a dark gray wool, or just gray wool, I mean. Because we're going to do the shading on the button now too. So going to the inner part of the button, right here, we're going to go to where we have this 1 single on the right side. We're going to go down below it where we have the 2 vertical, and down below it again where we have the 3 vertical. So right here, let's mark it. On the center block and the 3 vertical, we're going to put a dark gray wool to the left of it. So we're going to start like that. We're then going to go up and to the left, 3 vertical. And on that top block, we're going to put 2 to the left. Up and to the left, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to the left, 2 flat. Down to the left, 1 single. Down to the left, 2 flat again. And from that last 2 right here, we're going to go to the left side, put 1 underneath, and then go down to the left, 1 single. So everything on the bottom right here is going to be dark gray wool. Everything on the top is going to be like cyan stained clay. I think it's cyan stained clay. I'm really sure. The cyan stained clay is the one that looks like dark gray wool, except it's just a little bit lighter. That's how you get the shading in the button done. So I'm just going to fill in the button right here. And after I fill in the button, I'm going to, if you notice like a change in the audio, it's because I'm filming it on a second day. I'm going to take a break. The recordings are all going to be fused together, so you might not even notice, but I'm going to be taking a break after I fill in this button. That way I can release a 40-minute video or so finishing the entire pixel art, but it won't take too much out of me sitting here doing it, because I've been recording 3 tutorials in a row so far, and I kind of want to do other stuff. Alright, so this is the point where you'll notice an edit. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I don't know if I'll upload this separately and just upload a second one after, but yeah, we'll figure that out as we get there. Alright, so we're back continuing the shading on the Saitama left side. And where we left off, I think we did the button before I said I'm taking a break. So it might be a short edit away, but I'm just trying to recollect where I'm at. So we're going to finish more of the left side by going to the top of the cape by the neck right here, where we have this like extended strip right here. And we're going to go to the top and count down 3 pieces. So 1, 2, 3. And to the left of that third piece, we're going to switch to our light gray wool, and we're going to put 3 light grays going down. Like so. And we're going to start bringing this down to the left to get the shading of the inner part of his sweater going. So we're going to go down to the left 1 single. Down to the left 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. So we have 3, 1, 2, 2. Very easy. Then we're going to go down to the left 3 vertical, 3 times in a row. So that's very easy to follow up with as well. So 1, 2, 3. That's 1 time. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. We're then going down into the left 5 vertical. Down to left 3 vertical again. Down to left 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me see how it looks. One of the things about it is you have to make sure that it's tracing alongside it at like a very good pace, so that way it's not going too fast for the curve, but it's not going too little. So I think, yeah, we're good with the curve so far. So after that 6 vertical, we're almost where we need to be. We're going to go down to left 4 vertical 3 times in a row. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. We're going to do that 3 times. That's 1, placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2, placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3. We're then going down to left 3 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And on the right hand camera screen, you can see we're about to touch the wall right here. That's okay. All we need to do is go down to left 4 vertical, then down to left 3 vertical, and we should be done with this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, then down to left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it touched right there, which means okay. You can fill in this inner side on the right side of this with the light gray if you want. So let me just show you a little bit of it. So right here, it gets filled in with light gray all the way to the top. And the left side of it's going to get filled in with white wool. I'm not going to fill in all of it. Just want to show you a little bit of how it's supposed to look. I think that's enough that it will show up on the right hand camera screen so you can see where you're filling in. Anyways, next we're going to move on to the right side of his cape and stuff like that. So we're going to do that part we just did, except on the other side first, since it took a little bit of time, and it will be a lot easier to just cover it on the opposite side. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go to the opposite side, and we're going to find that long strip right by the neck again. So right here. And starting from the bottom, we're going to count up 17 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And on the 17th block, we're going to go to the right of it and put 1 single. If you're wondering what I just did with my inventory, I shifted the light gray wool right next to my placement block, so that way it's easier, because before I was not able to shift that quickly. Anyways, from here we're going to be going down to the right, and we're going to be doing verticals. So your placement block will go underneath or to the right side. So we'll go down to the right first, 2 vertical, placement block. Down to the right, 1 single. Down to the right, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, placement block. 1, 2, 3. I think this side's a lot easier to do than the left side. It's like the curve is a little bit steeper. He is made at an angle kind of, so it helps with that. Anyways, from there we're going to go down into the right, 2 flat. And on the right block in the 2 flat, we're going to add an extra 2 going below it. From there we're going to go down into the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And numbers are going to start getting smaller from here, but it's going to be, so that's what like kind of lengthens out what we're doing, but it's like a smaller distance we're covering. Anyways, from there we're going to go down to the right 2 vertical 3 times in a row. So placement block 1, 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. We're then going to go down into the right 3 vertical, down to the right 2 vertical again, down to the right 3 vertical, down to the right 1 single, and finally down into the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now instead of the right side, we're going to fill in the left side with the light gray wool. So you can see it on the right hand camera screen. This is where the shading goes on this part, and the opposite side is going to be white wool, snow, whatever you want to use for your cape color. But here's just a general idea of how it's supposed to get filled in. Okay. So next we're going to move on to the button and also some of the shading on the right side of his cape. And then we'll move on to those white spots in his head and we will be done. So I don't know if you guys want me to do the ear parts, so I think I'll cover the ear parts. The ears weren't that good with the shading, but I know some people want them, so we'll do that too. So for the button on the right side, let's go to the inner side of it. On the left side where we have this R shape at the top left, let me just mark it so you can see it. Right below it we have 3 vertical just chilling there. So this 3 vertical is what we're going to be working with. We're going to go to the bottom block in the 3 vertical, switch to our dark gray wool. So let's put dark gray right next to our grass block. And we're going to go to the bottom block and put 2 dark gray to the right. Just like that. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 7 flat. So put your placement block on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy. Now we're going to go down to the right, so I'll put my placement block underneath to make it easier. Down to the right, 2 flat. Down to the right, 1 single. Down to the right, 2 flat again. So we have 2, 1, 2. Down to the right, 4 single blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the right, 2 vertical. Down to the right, 1 single. And then finally down to the right, 3 vertical. And now just like the opposite side, the inner part right here is going to be filled in with the dark gray wool, while the outer part is going to get filled in with the other color that we will go over when we're discussing the colors. It's just you need to know which one's going where. I'm pretty sure it's cyan clay or whatever, the one that looks gray. But I'll make sure to 100% assure you guys before I end the tutorial. So if you guys need the colors, just make sure you stick around for the end and we will cover the colors needed. Okay, so I don't need to really color in this entire thing. We're just going to work on the shading. So going above the button now, on the left side, we're going to do a little bit of light gray wool shading. So I'm going to swap that back into place. So above the button, right here on the left side, light gray wool. And you see where we have this kind of arch right here, along with a 3 flat and then the R that I told you about before. We're going to go to this arch, this backwards L arch, that has 3 flat on the bottom, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go to the left of it and put 1 light gray wool. So this is where it goes. From there, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 singles. Up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 singles again. Up and to the left, 2 vertical. Up and to the left, 2 flat. And then finally, we're going to up and to the left, 2 vertical, which should connect right here with the wall. It doesn't actually reach the top of it, as you can see, but it connects with the wall. So the inner part here on the left is going to be colored in with the light gray wool. So let me just show you guys. It doesn't take too much time to show you guys this stuff, so that's why I just do the extra detail or whatever. even though this is the outline map, so I'm not supposed to be coloring them in. And now for the final bit of shading, there should be a spot to the right side of his cape on the lower part, which we will get to right now. It's only about 5 different segments long, so it's pretty good. So let's fly to the right side of the cape where we have this spot right here, this little enclave right before the ground. So we're going to go to the end of it where we have the 2 singles waiting, and below that single we're going to put 1 dirt block and 1 light gray wool, just like that. Now from that light gray wool, we're going to add 3 to the right. So 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go up and to the right. So put your placement block on the right side. 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placement block again. We delete the old one. Up and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. Delete the old one. Then we're going to go down to the right, 2 flat. Down to the right, 3 flat. And you should be done. So you can color that in now. This small area underneath is what gets colored in. You can't see it on the right hand camera screen right now, but you can just see what I'm doing on my left hand one. See right here? Only this gets colored in. So that's going to be it for the shading actually. We have the neck shading done. I mean the separation in the neck shading, as you can see. I'll go over the colors for that later. We have the cape shading. So let's go over some of the... I think we'll do the ear shading when I go over the final part. So we'll just cover the white spots in the head, which is going to be very, very tedious. But it should be easy to follow along with. So let's actually get up to the head where we have the bald spots that we were working on with the white wool before. So for it, we're going to need the white wool and dirt blocks just for placement purposes. So let's fly up there. What is that? Oh, that's Bill Cipher. So fly, fly, fly all the way up here. Hopefully I have the energy to do this because it is pretty tedious. It was annoying when I was doing it without tutorial, so I'm pretty sure it's annoying doing it now. So we're going to start on we're going to just go row by row. So going on this row right here where we have the last thing we did with the R shape right here. And then 1 to the right, we're going to go above the R shape first. So above these 2 flats. We're going to go to the left one and put 1 white wool on top of it. So it looks like this now. And now from this new piece, we're going to put 2 to the right. I mean 2 to the left, sorry. So it looks like that. Then on the right side, we're going to put 1 space and 1 white wool. Now for the next row, we're going to go to the center of these 3 right here that we just placed. And we're going to put 1 white wool on top of it. Then we're going to put 1 space to the right, followed by 1 white wool. So just working row by row. Now working with this white wool we just placed now on the left side, we're going to put 1 on top of that. And what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to put 2 to the left. And on the right side, we're going to put 1 to the right. Continuing on the right side, we're going to put 1 space, then a white wool again. And there's a little bit of darkness on the pixel art. It's like a shadow. So yeah, there we go. That's how you get rid of it. It's a bug where it thinks there's a block there. So all you have to do is place a block on it and the shadow will disappear. Anyways, moving above to the next line now, where we have the 4 flat right here. The first and third block is going to get 1 above them. Then after this third block, we're going to put a space to the right, followed by a white wool. So you should have something that looks like this. Do I still have my position? Where am I? I think I still have my position. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit confused on what I am doing. Oh, nope, I'm not confused, sorry. I was getting ahead of myself once again. So anyways, next line, what we're going to do is on the right side now. You see how we have on this row, we have 3 whites. We're going to go to the one all the way on the right side and put 1 white wool above it and then 1 to the left, like so. Then from there, we're going to put space white, space white. So space, white wool, space, white wool. Very easy. Next row, we're going to be working on the middle block right here. So the middle one that I'm facing. On that middle block, we're going to put 1 above it. And then we're going to put 1 block to the left and 1 block to the right. We're done with the right side for now. On the left side, all we're going to do is put space and white wool. So you guys see where the tediousness is coming in now. It's like a lot of stuff just to be placed. But it's all in the name of shading, because I want people to know that I can do shading. A lot of my fans, or not even fans, just pixel art friends, I consider you guys friends as well. Most of you guys, some of you guys are pretty mean. Yeah, you guys say I don't shade enough, so that's what I'm trying to do. Anyways, on the left side, we're gonna put 1 white wool above this single. Then to the right of that, we're gonna put space, white wool, space, white wool, space, white wool. Very easy. So it should look like this. I'll keep zooming out so you guys can compare yours to this, and hopefully it is looking correct. Even if you're missing 1 block, guys, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. A lot of it's not even that serious. Anyways, on this third part right here, on this left side, what we're going to do is go above it now and put 1 white wool, then 1 to the right, so we have this shape. Then we're going to do space white, so space, white wool, space, white wool. Going above that now, we're still working with the left side. We're going to put 1 white wool above it, and then 1 to the left. And that's it for the left side. Then on the right side, we're going to put space, followed by 3 white wools, 1, 2, 3. And that's it for that row. I wonder how many more rows we have. This is actually pretty tiring. But we did do a lot already. We did, what, like 7 rows? So I think we have quite a little bit more to go. So we'll just kind of pick up the pace a little bit. We shouldn't be that burned out. So we're going to keep working with the left side. Hopefully we have no problem with that. So on the left side, we're going to go to this final block that's hanging by itself and put 1 on top. Then to the right of that, we're going to do space white, and that'll be it for the row. So space white, space white. Now from the left side again, we're going to go up and to the left, 1 single. And that will start off that row. And let me actually adjust my blueprint so I know what I'm working with. So we should be doing from here, space, then 3 whites. So space or placement block, 3 whites, 1, 2, 3. Then space, and then another white wool. At the end of each of them, just delete the spaces so that you can know where you're at. These gaps in the head right here are going to be filled with skin color. It's just, this is like the shine in his head, like that anime shine, or the gleam, whatever you guys want to call it. On the left side again, we're going to put 1 on top of this single block, and 1 to the left. And that's it for the left side. Now on the right side, we're going to put another space again, a white wool, space again, white wool, space again, a white wool. So you see space, white, space, white, space, white. And if you delete the placement blocks, you have a backwards R, this Y shape, and then this 2 digits on top of each other. So we're making good progress. Let's keep going, guys. If we don't think about how much we have left, it will be finished fast enough. So on the left side again, we're going to put 1 placement block on, not 1 placement block, 1 white wool on top of the left side to create this weird lightning bolt shape. And from there, we're going to put 1 space to the right, followed by 4 white wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. On top of this now, we're going to put 1 white wool on top and 2 to the left. Then to the right, we're going to do space white, space white. So space white, space white. Nice pattern going there. So as you can see, we had extra going to the left now because we're going to go up into a slant over there. And it's not going to go too much longer because we do have to finish before it hits the top of his head. Otherwise, it's going to look messy. And some of these other lines are just like 3 blocks only. It's just the spacing is what's throwing it off. Anyways, on this 3 flat we have right here, we're going to go to the first block and put 1 white wool on top. Then to the right of that, we're going to put 2 spaces, 1 white wool, 1 space, and 1 white. Next, on the left side again, we're going to put 1 on top of that. 4 white wools to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a space and a white. So it connected a bunch of those arches now, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. And actually, what we need to do is to the left of the like you see this long strip we have right here, it's going to connect to another row, but on the left side. So we need to go to the left, a space and a white. So it looks like this now. And this will connect back to the main thing in a bit. We just need to wait for it. So going to this middle part right here that we were working with before, we're going to go up 1 more for another row. And then we're going to put 2 blocks to the left of it. 1, 2. Then on the right side, we're going to put a space followed by 2 white wools. And that's it for that row. We'll just get rid of that shading bug. Okay. Now on this hook we have right here, we're going to go to the middle block. So that one right there. And we're going to put 1 on top of it. Then to the right, we're going to put a space followed by 2 white wool. Then on that same block we just added 1 to, we're going to add another 1 to the top. On the right side, we're going to put 2 white wool. And on the left side, we're going to put 2 white wool. Now 2 things need to be done. On the left side where we have the 2 white wool, we're going to go to the final block and put 1 underneath. And we're also going to go back to the same tower we've been adding to. We added 1 to this row. This one, we're going to add another 1 to the top of it. Except that's the last time we're going to add to the top of there. So this is the new row we're working with. To the left, we're going to put 1 space. Followed by 3 white wool. 1, 2, 3. And let me see where I'm at actually, because I don't want to mess this up. What we're going to do is go, you see where we have the 3 white wool we just placed? On the final block, we're going to put 1 underneath, just like we did earlier right there, to create the same hook shape again. Now let me just kind of refix up my, like the orientation on my blueprint. We should only have about 7 more rows left, so just bear with me guys. If you guys don't want the shading, I'm pretty sure you can skip from here, even if you made it this far. Like, this is good enough with the shading on the scalp. But anyways, on the top row right here, the one that we're just working with, we're going to go to the left of this, 1 shade block, and 1 space and 1 white wool. So it should look like this. From there, we're going to go above the hook right here. So this is the hook we have. On the center block of the hook, we're going to add 1 to the top of that, and that's where we're going to start our next row. So from that center block, on the right side, we're going to put space, white wool, 2 spaces, then another white wool, then delete the space blocks. And on the left side, we're going to do space white, space white. So it's 4 blocks, space white, very easy. Now we can stick with the same center of the hook piece right there, but I don't want to. I prefer to work with blocks that connect easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left side actually. So on the left side where we have this single block by itself, we're going to go up and to the left, another single. And everything we place is going to go to the right of this single now. So to the right of it, we're going to put a placement block, 3 white wools, a placement block, then 2 white wools. And that's it for that line. See how easy that was? I should have done that from the beginning. I should have went to the left always and just built everything to the right. Then we're going to go up and to the left from that single, another single again. So everything goes to the right of it. So to the right of that, we're going to put space white, space white, space white. So that's 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, space white, space white, space white. And you can delete all the spaces. They do not need to be there. Now, on the left side of that block, actually, we're going to put 1 space and 1 white, like that, just floating by itself, because we will connect with this later, but it does need to be there for now. Going back to where we have this curve we've been building, we're going to go up and to the left, another single white wool for a new row. And to the right of that, we're going to put one space, 3 whites, one space, 1 white, and then delete the placement blocks. And now we're up to the final 3 rows. So for the final 3 rows, what we're going to do is go to this block all the way on the left, and above it, we're going to put 1 white wool. And from that white wool, on the right side, we're going to put 2 to the right. And on the left side, we're going to put 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have this long strip right now. From this long strip, we're going to start from the left. On this first block, we're going to, on this first block, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. On the second block, we're going to put 2 above it. 1, 2. Skip to the 4th block now. So skip this one. 4th block, we're going to put 1 above it. And you're actually done with all the head shading now. So that was quite a task, but hopefully you guys were able to stick along with it. As you can see, there's plenty of blocks here, so even if you're missing one, like let's say you forgot this block, it doesn't matter. You can't tell the difference on the right side. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the finished colored product, and I'm going to cover that. I'm also going to discuss the ear coloring with you guys while we're on that other part. But this is the finished product, so we'll go over coloring and shading parts, and you guys get to see the final product. So I'll zap you there with the magic of editing in a second. Alright, so we're back with the finished product here, and in my inventory I have 7 colors that we're going to be needing to finish the pixel art. So first is cyan stained clay, jungle planks, birch planks, white wool, light gray wool, and yellow wool. So let's start from the bottom, and we'll work our way up. So starting on the bottom, we're going to have everything that's not part of his shading in the cape, white wool. As you can see, we separated the borders on all these parts with the shading for the light gray wool, so you're just going to fill those in. And then on the inner button part, the bottom was dark gray wool, like I said, and I was correct when I said that cyan wool is going to be the top part. As you can see, here's cyan wool. So that puts the separation in the shading. Then going down to the center part of him, you see underneath here is yellow for his suit on the left side and the right side. Those are the only parts that are going to be yellow. If we had more of the chest and stuff done, more of the yellow would be showing, but that's all we need for now. Then above that, it's going to have white wool on both sides until you hit the zipper in the middle of his chest, which is going to be colored in with the light gray wool. So everything right here, light gray wool. Now on the right side is pretty much the same deal as the left side. We separated where the light gray wool was going to be with our shading. So you just color those in, then everything else is white. And in the button, the top half is going to be cyan clay again. Now let's head over to the skin tone and stuff like that. So up close, I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I like the shading. It looks pretty good. So we use jungle planks and birch planks. So everything's birch planks for the lower half, left and right side. Right here, as you can see, I did a different kind of shading. You can put the birch planks right here. I mean the jungle planks, but I used oak planks, I believe, for this neck part. Let me see. Yeah, we used oak planks for this right side. But actually, now that I think about it, jungle planks might be better. So you can do jungle planks or oak planks over here on the right side. We're going to use the normal... Yeah, oak planks. We're going to use the normal birch planks for everything on the skin, his face, and this lower half of his neck. But then the other under part of his neck where the shading is jungle planks, as you can see. Entire face is going to be the oak planks. Birch plank, sorry. Now for his eyes, as you can see, I keep saying as you can see, but it's because I don't have anything else to say. The white part for his eyes are already shaped out. We have the 5 down here. It goes up to 2, up 2, up 2, up 2. And it's clearly cut off by the skin right there. And on the left side is pretty much the same thing. You follow the borders for the white wool. And then once you hit above here, we have the 1 single, 1 single, 1 single for the eyes. Now for the ears, we use the jungle planks. So on the ears, first and foremost, this inner part right here that's all sealed off is going to have all jungle planks inside of it on both sides. So on the left side there that is, on the right side it's right here. Now on the right side for the jungle plank shading, we're going to start from this wall and you're going to put every block. So you're going to hug the wall up until this single point right here with jungle planks. And then I did 2 extra rows of 3 filled in with jungle planks. You don't even have to do the 2 extra rows. You can maybe even do 1 and it might look the same. I don't really know. It's just personal preference. As you can see, I always tell you guys that you guys can mix and match it. It's not even part of the blueprint at that point. Like, a lot of the stuff is just experimenting. Below this on the left side though, we had the same jungle planks being filled in. And when you want to know to stop is when you have this 2 vertical right here in the black wool. We will up into the right 1 jungle plank, and then up into the right 2 flats of jungle planks. And anything below that is going to be jungle plank. So that's where our border is. And everything outside of it is going to be birch. Now for the lower part of the ear, we did the same thing we kind of did over there. We followed the border with the jungle planks up until we hit the 2 vertical right here, the first 2 vertical after our single. I don't know why there's this extra block right here. We can get rid of that if we want to. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. As you could, oh my god, I said as you can see again. I'm just gonna say I don't care. As you can see on the left side, it doesn't really matter. Like, once I knocked off that block, it didn't look any different. So yeah, and we did an extra row of 2 flats, and then like an extra row right here. The shading is all up to you. I do suggest you do the tracing of the wall though. The extra shading is up to you, however. Like, I did a second layer. I just wanted to show you guys that you can experiment and not feel bad. Like, you can, right here where I just knocked off the block, you can't tell the difference on the right hand camera screen because it kind of blends together. And up here where we did the shading with the white wool, it does look like there's a kind of a shine on its head, which is why I like it. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys got this far, congratulations. Be sure to send me them in if you made it to the end and actually finished your Saitama pixel art. Some of you guys were able to finish it without even me doing the tutorial, which I find amazing. So hopefully I get to see you guys later, and hopefully I get to see some of the creations you guys have done. This is Phoenix, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye.